Hey guys, what's up? We're in my living room and this is part 2 of the Hoya update. Now, I grabbed a couple of things so that I can kind of prepare myself for this situation. Yeah, this was a nightmare to take down. If you guys remember in the last video, I was saying that I had a really hard time separating it from the Hoya Mathilde, and I had actually kind of rearranged my setup for my Hoyas. So I think this Kerrii was actually behind the Hoya Mathilde, and the Mathilde received a lot of light, so it started to grow and thrive and basically gave me a bunch of blooms. So I figured maybe if I rearrange things and give this Hoya Kerrii lots of light, it too will give me blooms. And it did. So both this Hoya Kerrii and the splash that I had shown you in my last video, both gave me blooms. This plant actually looks like it would give me blooms if I just leave it alone. But obviously I'm not doing that. And I see that I may have damaged a couple of things on this plant, but it definitely needs to be on a trellis, which is what I'm trying to work on right now. I'm actually trying to take it out of the plastic wrap. So I have these two acrylic trellis that I had purchased some time ago, and I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know if you guys can see, but my plan is to actually just connect them like this so it forms a cross. And I originally was going to use a hot glue gun, but then I figured, what if I don't like it? What if I change my mind later and I don't want it to be permanent? So I decided to use twist ties. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just actually twist tying these together to form a cross, and hopefully that's sturdy enough and it'll stay. My apologies if you guys can't see what I'm doing, but it's really not rocket science. I actually think I might need a bigger twist tie, or maybe even zip ties, because I don't know if this is gonna it might. Ooh, okay. So, can't really see. Yeah, I think that's good. Just move that there, it's right in the center. This is the pot that it's gonna be going in. Truthfully, now I kind of wish that I was able to hot glue this to the container. But like I said, what if I change my mind later? What if I don't? The struggle. Because I mean, I feel like if I were to put it down into this, it's just not gonna, yeah, it's not gonna play nice. All right, change of plans. I guess I'm hot glue gunning this thing down. So I will go off camera and just glue gun this to this container, and I guess to show you guys the finished product. So I shall be back and show you the finished product. All right, well, that took longer than I had anticipated. This is the final product. Looks like it's clear. I don't even think you guys can see it, but it is hot glued on, and the glue is still drying. I feel like I should probably let it kind of do its thing, at least for a little bit longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down so the glue can set. And in the meantime, I think I may struggle a little bit with this. So I guess I should show you guys how much this has grown since my last video with it, when I did my what do you call it? I think it was like my care tip. So this definitely needs a good rinse, but I don't know if you guys can see that, but this right here are the blooms that had already did its thing and now it's just kind of sitting there. So like I said, this definitely needs to be rinsed, so I will do that afterwards. One thing that I will say though is that the nectar on this is very sticky and it kind of smells like toffee. Yeah, it reminds me of toffee. And I think when this was blooming and the Mathilde was blooming, it was just too much. Like the scent was actually way too strong for me. I could not handle it. Okay, so this is what I'm working with here. So as you can see, this is the mother plant. Here's one vine. Here's another. And it's very long. I feel like this is longer than me in length. And another one down over here. And I'm being very careful with how I am touching everything because this Hoya, although it looks kind of like hardy because the vine is very the vine looks very hard and strong, but it's really not. It is, I guess it is. I guess the correct term that I'm looking for is that this is very brittle. So I noticed that even if I try to like bend it a certain way, it like would bleed. It would, yeah, this plant does bleed. It bleeds milk. The substance that comes out of it is white and it reminds me of milk. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clip this. The thing that I did to this plant was I tied it up using fishing wire. And much like the Hoya Mathilde, this kind of was entangled in on itself. And I actually did have to break one of them off. It was very sad. So I actually had to clip it because it was just so entangled into the Hoya Mathilde, I just can't do anything with it. So it did get clipped off and it's now sitting in water. I'm gonna try to root that one. And right now I can already see that I made this bleed a little bit. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's the milky substance that it produces when it's unhappy. Like I said, it's super brittle. So I'm trying to be very careful with this. And I think I'm just gonna leave it alone forever. I don't want to go through this again. This is not fun for anybody because I feel like I worked so hard to keep this thing alive and to get it to bloom for me that just doing this alone kind of freaks me out just a little bit. Here we are doing it anyways. The content. How did I do this? I wish I had enough common sense to have staked this up earlier when it was still like a baby plant, not quite so big and overgrown like this. And to be honest with you, I think the reason why I left this one alone was just because I was just excited that it was even putting off leaves. Because I remember when I first received this Hoya, I was struggling with it so much. I had no idea how to keep it happy. I don't know what's going on with this plant. It's almost like it's entangled in on itself and then some. do people do with these giant Hoyas anyways? Like, it was all fun and games during COVID, but now I'm just wondering, like, what do you guys do with them when they get this big? You guys just taking clippings and giving them away to friends? Oh no, I just snapped this off. Great. Get back to my question. What are you guys doing with your plants? Because I know that my philodendrons and my monsteras, they're getting big, but I feel like it may not outgrow this house, and if it did, it's easy to cut it down and to get it to propagate and grow some more. But these vining plants, what do you guys do? Okay. I think this is where I'm at. You guys cannot see. Yeah. I don't know what to do with this at this point. So, the Hoya itself is very stuck. Like, I don't think I can pull it out from the pot. Well, maybe I can. Okay. My other problem is that this is kind of stuck in this pot. So let's first take out this metal wire. Let's see if I can lift this. Nice. Okay, so I have to pull this out. Okay, so this is out. Now, oh, this is so well rooted. Okay, let me just kind of change the angle of the camera so you guys can see and appreciate just how nicely it's grown. Okay, so do you guys see this? Look at this. Look at this root. These roots. That looks amazing. And now I'm concerned that it may not fit into this. I don't think it's gonna fit. Yeah, it's not gonna fit. All right, I'm gonna go off camera and try to squish this in here without traumatizing any of you viewers. So I shall be back. Oh man, that was a hot mess, wasn't it, PETA? What you guys can't see is that there's dirt everywhere, and there's like that milky secretion all over my floor and my table as well. So I definitely need to do like a good cleaning. PETA, we're trying to, come on. Yeah, so turns out the plant is extremely overgrown, and I had to split it up. It definitely did not want to fit into here because when I had squished it in, I noticed that there was just too much going on, and I was like really confused as to why that was the case. So I did a little bit more digging, and I got a little bit rough with the the roots. Turns out, I believe in the past I had mentioned, I'm pretty sure there's more than one vine that was in here in the original pot, and I was right. So here is one of the cuttings. I think I'm gonna end up keeping this one just because the other ones are kind of potted up in really nice pots. So I think I'm gonna have to either give them away or sell them just to downsize and to keep it not so crazy. But yeah, this is one of them. I ended up putting it back in this this container just because it's these Hoya Kerrii, they are so top heavy, and the acrylic trellis just doesn't do it any justice. Honestly, whoever gets these plants, y'all need to upgrade for some sturdy metal trellis, because my acrylic trellis was kind of being bent. So that was plant number 1 that I will be keeping. Here is plant number 2. She looks cute. I think this is the one that I had accidentally snapped off when I was untangling, but yeah, looks pretty good to me. And I'm probably gonna have to give everything a rinse because of the bleeding that the plant went through. Now, this is the one that made me want to give up on life. Like, it was so annoying. So this plant branched off into 3 sections. So there was a main branch, and then it went into three sections, and then one of them decided to branch off again, and I was like, why are you doing that to me? So this is the one that I struggled with the most, and it's very, very top heavy. Yeah, I cannot wait to get rid of this because it's so big and so overgrown. I just needed to find a new home, you know? So I am probably gonna be posting these on my Instagram for anybody who's interested, and then see what happens after that. But yeah, this plant, lots of casualty. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty bad. I feel like some of y'all are gonna be upset, but trigger warning if you don't like seeing plants snapped off. But this actually came from that plant, and this is actually like half of me right now. And in theory, I probably could just take a cutting of this and propagate some more, but I already split the plant into 3. I think that's enough. Yeah, I think that's enough. It's a lot. One thing I do want to mention to you guys, if you don't already know, if you want to propagate these, you have to actually take a clipping off of the vine. For example, let's say this is the one that you want to propagate. This is how you propagate it. So I took a cutting, and then you just either want to shove this in water or moss or what have you. I've only ever propagated with water. I haven't really tried it with moss. I don't know how that's gonna go, but that's how you properly propagate. Now, I have seen some, some nurseries, especially during like, like Valentine's Day or what have you, where they'll have this one heart sitting in dirt. And so it'll literally be like this, and they're selling it for like $5. I know, it's outrageous, right? What was I trying to say? What I was trying to say is, if you see this like this, so if you see like a heart-shaped leaf, Hoya, in dirt, it will not sprout anything for you. Yes, it's going to have roots and develop roots, but it will never ever produce another leaf for you, ever. So don't get scammed. You've been warned. Yeah, that was very traumatizing, you guys. It's not good. Like, I'm scared. I need to clean up this place before my partner gets home, because he's gonna be like, what the hell happened here? I had promised I wouldn't bring any dirt into the house, and it's all over the place. But in any case, that was all. I feel like it would have been more entertaining if I had showed you guys the struggle, but no, we're not doing that today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.